Good evening, and welcome to your AI Daily Press evening podcast for January 31, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. Firstly, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer's visit to China has yielded promising results in resetting diplomatic relations between the two nations. While challenges lie ahead, this development marks a crucial step in 21st century diplomacy, balancing economic imperatives with ethical responsibilities. In the United States, the investigation into the fatal shooting of Alex Pretti by federal agents has taken a significant turn. The FBI has assumed the lead role in the probe, indicating a broader scope of inquiry that may examine potential systemic issues beyond the immediate actions leading to Pretti's death. Lastly, from the Middle East, Israeli strikes in Gaza have resulted in the deaths of at least 19 Palestinians, including women and children. The situation remains volatile, with both sides accusing each other of violating the ceasefire agreement. We urge all parties involved to exercise restraint and work towards a peaceful resolution to this ongoing conflict. These stories highlight the complexities of international relations, law enforcement accountability, and the pursuit of peace in conflicted regions. As always, we'll continue to monitor these situations and provide updates as more information becomes available. Now, for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and then shall and know what's right now. I'm Barbara, your anchor for this evening's news broadcast. The Ukrainian government has urged citizens to remain calm as efforts are being made to restore electricity. In other news, NASA is preparing for its return to the moon with the first crewed mission in over half a century, despite concerns about the new spacesuits designed for the lunar expedition. Experts have raised issues with the life support systems, communication equipment, and mobility features of the suits, which could potentially compromise the safety and success of the mission. Lastly, we're following a devastating story from eastern Congo, where a landslide at a major coltan mining site has resulted in significant loss of life. At least 30 people were killed when several mines collapsed due to heavy rains, raising concerns about the impact of the conflict on civilians and the environment. The U.S. government has been urged to take action to address the humanitarian crisis in eastern Congo. These are just a few of the major stories we're covering tonight. For more in-depth analysis and updates, please tune in to our full broadcast. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskwiser.
Thank you, Barbara. I'm Louis, your trusted guide through the world of finance. This decision has raised eyebrows due to Warsh's reputation as an inflation hawk and his close ties to the Republican Party, potentially leading to uncertainty for the U.S. economy. Secondly, we're seeing significant developments in the Indian market, where concerns about economic growth are rising. However, I don't have any specific details on this topic from our recent articles. Thirdly, and more specifically, we've been following news in the chemical industry, where two major players, INEOS and Chem1, have secured fresh funding to navigate the current downturn. This influx of capital will bolster their cash reserves and provide a boost to their restructuring efforts, showcasing the resilience of these companies and the confidence lenders have in their business models. These stories highlight the complex and dynamic nature of the global economy, where companies are constantly navigating challenges and opportunities. We'll continue to provide you with timely insights and analysis as these developments unfold. Good night and good luck. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. In recent episodes, we've explored several exciting developments in the world of astronomy. First, we discussed Blue Origin's plans to send its first crewed mission to space, marking a significant milestone in private space exploration. Then, we delved into the fascinating story of an 11th century monk who may have observed Halley's Comet before its famous appearance in 1066, highlighting the power of human curiosity and observation. Finally, we looked at the celestial highlights of February, including the full snow moon, the Alpha Centaurids meteor shower, and a rare alignment of 6 planets on the last day of the month. These events remind us of the beauty and complexity of our universe and invite us to continue exploring and appreciating its wonders. Join us next time for more updates from the world of astronomy and beyond. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. First off, we've got a preview of the highly anticipated boxing match between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. With the WBO and Ring Junior welterweight titles on the line, these two fighters are set to put it all on the line in what promises to be an electrifying bout. Can Stevenson prove too skilled for Lopez, or will the underdog pull off a stunning upset? Tune in tonight to find out. Next up, we're looking at the aftermath of the NFC Championship game, where the Seattle Seahawks took down the Los Angeles Rams. It's been a tough pill to swallow for Rams fans, but as I always say, the next weekend will hurt more, and it's an opportunity to learn, grow, and come back stronger than ever. And finally, we've got some exciting news from the world of football, with former Rams teammate Andrew Whitworth suggesting that quarterback Matthew Stafford should return for one more season. We'll be keeping a close eye on this story as it develops. It's been a wild ride in the world of sports, and we're just getting started. Now for the latest in travel and human interest. Here is Charles Carroll.
Thank you, Howard. Firstly, an environmental disaster was averted in the making when concerns were raised about a proposed greenway project in Wicklow, which could have disrupted sensitive ecosystems and local communities. The project aims to create a sustainable transportation route, but its potential impact on wildlife habitats has sparked debate among environmentalists, landowners, and farmers. In another story, we reported on a controversy surrounding a proposed documentary about the Red Hot Chili Peppers. The band has distanced themselves from the project, stating they had no creative input in its production, which explores their early years and success, as well as the impact of their original guitarist, Hillel Slovak. Lastly, we covered an environmental issue where a proposed greenway project is sparking debate among environmentalists, landowners, and farmers. The Wicklow to Greystones Greenway aims to create a sustainable transportation route, but its potential impact on sensitive ecosystems has raised concerns. And finally, in County Wicklow, a sewage spill into the sea at Bray has caused concern among local residents and environmental groups. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. I'm Joan, and welcome to our evening podcast. The comedic genius who brought us iconic characters like Moira Rose in Schitt's Creek, Beetlejuice, and Home Alone has left us far too soon at the age of 71. In my recent articles, I had the chance to reflect on her incredible career, from her early days in comedy to her more recent roles that have cemented her status as a legend in the entertainment industry. I also shared some personal anecdotes, including a memorable encounter with Catherine on the red carpet, where she showcased her quick wit and sharp tongue. As we say goodbye to this talented woman, we're remembering her for the laughter she brought us, the joy she inspired, and the incredible body of work she left behind. Her legacy will live on forever, and she will be deeply missed. So let's take a moment to appreciate the comedic genius that was Catherine O'Hara. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Attenacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we look at the world of politics and conservation, where a proposed bill in Oregon aims to protect the state's wildlife and natural habitats. The bill seeks to ban the use of certain pesticides and promote sustainable farming practices, highlighting the complex relationships between species, habitats, and environmental factors. In other news, bird enthusiasts are abuzz with the sighting of a male gargany in County Wicklow, Ireland. This unusual winter presence has sparked curiosity about the bird's migration patterns and the potential impact of climate change on its behavior. While experts caution against drawing definitive conclusions, this sighting serves as a reminder of the intricate web of life that surrounds us. Lastly, we take a moment to reflect on a tragic case of domestic violence, where a young woman lost her life at the hands of her ex-partner. This devastating story highlights the dangers of obsessive behavior and the importance of respecting boundaries in relationships. Our thoughts are with the victim's family and loved ones during this difficult time. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm David Attenacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.